right now, Indiana faith leaders are in the middle of a meeting with Governor Mike Braun. They're making a plea for diversity in the state.
And the group wants the governor to renew a grant for Indiana's only predominantly black college, meaning the only campus here in Indiana that mostly has black students.
Yeah, meantime, the Senate's debating some bills that could back some measures objecting to DEI programs. Right now, the governor's just emerged from that meeting with some of those community leaders. Let's listen in live.
Continue to talk. We covered a lot of ground. We're not going to divulge everything that we said in that conversation. It was meaningful. It was earthy. It got down to the point, and he's committed to continue to talk to communities that were represented here. Brother Governor, you want to say something?
You said it pretty well. That was an hour-and-a-half conversation that we extended another 20 minutes, and the entirety of it was productive. So I think it was invaluable to do it. It always gives you a different perspective, not too different from kind of the way I've tried to be interactive, traveling the state, always willing to listen, and you know that. So here it was the beginning of a much longer conversation, and I'm going to be happy to engage in it. So.
What can you share about your conversation and some of the next steps you both hope to take? Well,
I'm going to take a look at all the issues that were discussed in there. Some are actually going to be reflected in legislation on health care and other things when it comes to some of the things we got to do better in this state. We got some of the poorest maternal and infant mortality stats. And I've been campaigning on that in terms of health care reform. We touched that a little bit, but it's mostly about how we can take the community, their community, the faith community, and find out how there are issues out there that we can work on in a common purpose. I'm going to leave it at that because it's going to be the first meeting in a long string of them to find out where they're coming from, what I can do as governor, and how we can be entrepreneurial together to get results.
Is there anything
I can say this one thing though. Martin University was a big focus of our meeting.
And I'll be going there soon to visit, see where they're coming from, learn more about it.
Do you plan to make any alterations at this point to either your DEI order or the initial decision not to provide grants?
So when it comes to making alterations, doing anything different, deleting, amending, that's what this was about. So defining what merit means, defining what diversity, equity, equality, inclusion, excellence, innovation. I think that's all. That's
we as a group could
that's
also
all fair.
do.
That's all fair conversation to me. I think we've got enough common ground to where we're going to come out with something positive from it. So,
where have you come to see more eye to eye where perhaps you didn't before, or have any perspectives changed?
Well, I've never just in there. I think they were surprised to see some things even in my own cabinet that I put together. The way I've rolled as a business owner. Some are going to come down and visit to see what I've done there in my own community. So I think there was more eye to eye after we started comparing notes about background, common interests. I always fought my way up in building a business as the underdog, a scrappy way. To how you're defining.
Okay, that's Governor Mike Braun speaking there with community leaders after a meeting there at the State House today, talking about the governor's decision to get rid of a lot of the state's DEI initiatives, talking about the funding controversy there at Martin University and whether that school will continue to get the state funding that it's requested. So the governor essentially saying it's going to be part of a longer ongoing conversation.